The practice of strip tillage is rapidly gaining acceptance with row crop farmers across the country due to the economic, agronomic, and environmental benefits of the system. An earth-shattering shank and point fractures the soil 6 to 9 inches deep, while concave discs capture and place the disturbed soil in a berm directly over the tilled strip, which creates an ideal seed bed. Because both the tillage and bounding result in a warmer, drier seed bed, planting can often commence earlier than with other systems, notably no-till. Season-long fertilizer availability is also enhanced when placed in the slot while strip tilling. Previous year's row crop residues remain between the planted rows, offering both soil and moisture-conserving benefits. For those operators who have tried strip tillage with basic hardware and now wish to incorporate a complete turnkey tillage and fertilization system into their operation, Hiniker offers the answer to their needs, the Hiniker 6000 ST strip tillage system. 6, 8, 12, or 16-row strip tillage units are available with either granular or liquid fertilizer capability, to which NH3 application can be additionally combined. This means that 100% of both the tillage and fertilization needs for the following crop may be accomplished in one pass with a single machine. But first, let's discuss what sets the Hiniker 6000 row unit apart from much of the equipment on the market today. Just as planter technology requires individual parallel linkage on each planter row unit to manage depth control, so does this important tillage and fertilization pass preceding the plant operation. Unlike some competitive strip-till machines, which simply bolt various components to a rigid frame, the Hiniker unit employs rugged individual linkages on each row, permitting 8 inches of vertical travel. Unmatched depth control is further assured when the parallel link row units are depth controlled by oscillating gauge wheels similar to those on a row crop planter. Twin rubber-tired wheels hold down the residue while it is sliced ahead of the shank by an adjustable spring loader coulter. Depth adjustment of both the shank and coulter are wrenchless operations. Removing a single pin permits lever adjustments of both the operating depth and the cutting coulter. Full auto reset provides up to 10 inches of obstacle clearance and returns to the working position on the go. An optional third spring is available if required in extreme conditions. Now let's have a look at the actual ground engaging tools which fracture the soil and create the ideal berm of soil. The high tensile steel shank permits tilling to a depth of 9 inches in a wide range of soil conditions. The long-lasting chrome carbide cast point fractures and raises soil, ready to be formed into customizable berms. A 3/8-inch stainless steel tube is attached to the shank, permitting the placement of either liquid or anhydrous ammonia fertilizer. The 18-inch non-sharpened discs are adjustable for width, angle, and fore and aft positioning. Width is determined by selecting the appropriate combination of bushings placed either inside or outside of the disc arm bracket. No down pressure is applied to those components to avoid the potential of leaving a groove, which could contribute to erosion if heavy rainfall occurs. Disc angle is set by loosening the hub bolt and rotating the eccentric hub bushings with a special adjustment wrench furnished with the unit. Fore and aft movement is accomplished by sliding the disc support brackets. This movement may be utilized to more effectively capture fractured soil in varying conditions. The optional Hiniker row cleaners are also unique in both form and function. Rather than using conventional residue wheels to move residue, these wheels are flanged to prevent digging or gouging in soft or wet soils. Every other tab is formed to help serve depth gauging function, while the straight tabs effectively deflect the residue. A click pin adjusts depth in 1/4 inch increments relative to the gauge wheels, providing a depth stop to the free-floating wheels. Optional rolling baskets firm and crumble soil clods in less than ideal conditions, leaving a granulated berm ready for the planter. Adjustable down pressure settings adapt to varying soil conditions. Baskets may be flipped up and stored on the machine when not in use. The same row units used as an integral part of the complete machine may be purchased individually to accommodate larger toolbars or as replacement tillage units. While the 6000 ST row units may appear to function similarly to other machines, the manner in which they are incorporated into a complete strip tillage program, however, offers solutions which overcome several often overheard objections to competitive machines. The Hiniker toolbar can function in three-point configuration. However, the weight of the larger 12 and 16 row units can challenge the lifting capacity, balance, and performance of even larger tractors. To help overcome this situation, the 6000 ST may be modified into a pull-type system. A two-wheeled cart is directly coupled to the toolbar with two heavy-duty linkages which lift the machine instead of the three-point on the tractor. A drawbar hitch is then attached to the three-point linkage on the front of the toolbar. The lift cylinder in this hitch is sequenced to the hydraulic cylinders in the cart linkage to provide the remaining 25% of the lifting requirements. This design not only overcomes the lifting and handling drawback of a mounted implement, it also provides over 12 inches of ground clearance. This is an important feature when working in soft or muddy conditions. In addition to the lifting advantages, this close couple design results in a machine which is easily transported, turned, and backed up when necessary. The overall length is less than 21 feet from the drawbar pin to the rear of the cart. The 14-ply tires on 38-inch rims stand nearly 6 feet tall, providing excellent flotation and stability in the field. Wheel spacing is adjustable from 120 to 155 inches, assuring that the wheels will always be centered between the berms, whether the units are spaced on 22 or 30-inch centers. This adjustment, combined with close coupling, overcomes the problem of trailing wagon or cartwheels destroying the berms behind some competitive three-point mounted machines. A major reason for the yield advantage of strip tilling is the placement of fertilizer directly below the seedbed. Not only is the placement located optimally for the plant's growing root system, but less of the concentrated fertilizer is tied up chemically in the soil, often permitting lower application rates and additional production cost savings. Completing the Hiniker strip tillage package are a choice of either granular or liquid fertilizer systems. Both the granular hopper and the liquid poly tank mount directly on the cart. 100% of the product weight is carried on the cart with no additional lifting burden on the tractor. The granular system provides a stainless steel hopper which holds up to 5 tons of material. All of the components which come into contact with fertilizer are stainless steel or composite materials. This includes the hopper, agitator, and metering components. Hoppers are available both as single compartment using a single metering system or as dual compartment, dual metering with 60/40 split hopper. The single metering systems use 1.5-inch diameter delivery hose, while the split hopper, dual meter system is equipped with a 2-inch diameter hose and stainless steel air diffusers. Regardless of whether single or dual metering is selected, each row unit on the 6000 ST has its own meter, assuring accurate row-to-row fertilizer distribution across the full width of the machine. Single compartment, single metering systems offer a choice of either ground-driven mechanical transmissions or hydraulically driven variable rate drives. Dual compartment, dual metering system hoppers are available with dual variable rate drives, permitting separate variable rate application of 2 different granular products as well as anhydrous ammonia fertilizer simultaneously. When hydraulic variable rate drives are used, a customer-supplied controller must be provided. The controller selected must be capable of multiple product control using pulse width modulated valves. Included with granular systems is a 1.5-inch diameter fertilizer tube with a diffuser plate, which places the granular product just below the plant's early root system rather than depositing at till depth. The diffuser also effectively seals anhydrous ammonia at placement depth. If the liquid fertilizer option is selected, a 1,000-gallon poly tank is featured on the cart frame. A stainless steel sparger tube to agitate liquid solutions is standard equipment. A complete pump and plumbing package is optionally available to complete the system. When anhydrous ammonia is applied, in addition to either granular or liquid systems, a telescoping rear hitch is available to pull the nurse tank. Hiniker Company offers monitoring and control systems to accurately control the application of either liquid or anhydrous ammonia fertilizer. Shown here is the model 8160, which is both variable rate compatible and user-friendly. The Hiniker 6000 cultivator is actually the forerunner of the 6000 ST strip-till system. Throughout the 90s, the 6000 became a machinery icon as one of the leading selling cultivators on the market. A primary reason for this acceptance was because the 6000 didn't break, didn't plug, and was easy to adjust, according to thousands of satisfied owners. For the budget-minded individual who wishes to try strip tillage on his farm before purchasing a complete system and currently owns a 6000 Hiniker cultivator, an entry-level option also exists. Strip tillage conversion components can be purchased to replace the cultivator's original shank, point, and sweep. In addition to the economy of this adaptation, the modification does not require rework of the existing 6000 unit. Simply remove the cultivator shank together with the sweep shares and replace with the Hiniker Strip-Till components. Strip tillage has been documented by research work across the country to be an ideal method economically, agronomically, and environmentally to produce row crops. With the introduction of the Hiniker 6000 system, the concept no longer requires the piecemeal assembly of assorted attachments followed by trial and error experimentation. Visit your local Hiniker dealer and choose the ideal strip-till systems for your farm. Hiniker Company, producing quality farm equipment for more than 40 years.